We've made this a sacred space where what you say matters, even if it's different from what I say.
I think of two things when I think about the environment that we're in at school. You want to have an environment where kids feel safe, physically safe, but also safe to try new things, safe to make mistakes, safe to sort of delve into something that they're unsure about. And so when you have that kind of learning environment, then kids are going to thrive.
At the beginning of the year, we start right away by doing circles together. And what Circle provides is a space where every single person is valued.
It just sets up a community building kind of time where they can say what they want, they can disagree with someone else, or they can tag on to what somebody else is saying. Sometimes when you are in the classroom and you're just asking a question, there are a lot of students that won't say anything. In the Circle, spotlight's on them, so they're much more able to say what they think and share.
By the time these 8 and 9-year-olds get to me in 3rd grade, a lot of times they have the tools to work out their disagreements. Sometimes they need help, and then really my job is to act as a facilitator. I help them to work through the steps to solve a problem, but I'm not giving the solutions. That's their job. And what happens then is they walk away feeling empowered because they just did it.
We know that when certain needs aren't taken care of for students, they're not going to be attentive to what's happening anyway. If they start the day with something happened at home or something happened with a friend from yesterday, that's what they're going to be thinking about. So actually it's a practical thing too. In order to move on where kids are involved and engaged, then you have to solve these problems.
There was a group of faculty members from EMS that went to EMU and got our graduate certificates in restorative justice and education. And what that meant was that while we were teaching, we were also learning how to do this better.
I like to keep coming back to the vision part of our statements. Vision includes creating a space where students can belong, thrive, and join God's work in the world. And so a lot of what peace building is about is that belonging and thriving. And then how do you also relate to the rest of the world and other people in your community?
I always get some new students in 3rd grade, and every time I'm so surprised by the way they very quickly acclimate to our school culture. Because when the majority of the class has been steeped in this, peace building and community building and valuing each other, the others jump on board so fast.
What we know about our students that go to middle school and high school is that when conflict arises, and it will, they already have some skills. They're not afraid of it. They might even suggest themselves how they're going to solve it with another person, or they know to get an adult. It helps build both their self-confidence in who they are so that they can enter the community in the middle and high school with that confidence. But then it also gives them the skills to interact with others when things aren't going smoothly. And so they aren't worried about something that happens because they know there's a way to solve it.